Welcome everybody back to the Dragon's Lair. My name is Wade, and this is my show Let's Talk. We're talking about Necrons. So I'm working my way through the Mancers at the moment. I don't like Psymancers or Psychomancers. Um, I think the Chronomancer is cool, and there's probably a use for him. I love the Technomancer, and then my second go-to Mancer is going to be the Plasmancer. I think the Plasmancer has a lot of potential and should definitely get used in a Awakened Dynasty, which is what I think my primary detachment is going to be for Necrons. I'm definitely going to try other things and play other things for sure, but I think my favorite is going to be the Awakened. And for me, the big deal of the Awakened is when you have a leader with the squad, they all get a +1 to hit. I think that has the potential to be pretty good. So let's look at the Plasmancer. Um, 5 movement, not great, but he's keeping up with the Warriors and the Immortals, so that's good. He's not being left behind, so that's pretty okay. Tough 4, not good, but he's not there to be tough. He is there to be cool. 4+ save, not good, but he's wearing the rest of the squad as his armor, so that's fine. 4 wounds, which is normal for the Mancers. 6+ leadership, pretty good. um, Objective control 1, it's not saving you, but the squad is providing the rest of the objective control. And just a note on this, I really enjoy the sculpt. The Technomancer is kind of cool because he's got like his hand up with like these fingers, kind of like he's hailing a cab. But the Plasmancer has his hand out. He's like, yeah, and I like that. I think that's pretty cool. You can make him point. It's kind of thematical on the table, and it's pretty fun in my opinion. Ranged weapon, 18 inches. That should be plenty. 3 attacks, not great. Ballistic skill 4, not great. Strength 7, pretty decent. In 10th, I really feel like Strength 7 is going to help you with the tougher infantry, so medium to heavy. You're not going to hurt vehicles. That's just the way that is. AP3, really good. 2 damage, pretty good. In my opinion, 10th is all about AP. AP is more important in 10th than it was in ninth. It was important in ninth, but it's more important in 10th, in my opinion. 2 damage is good because you'll kill a Marine. So if you only get 2 hits out of that, and then, they don't save, they save one of them. So you're talking about statistical averages, either the 3 or the 4, high side or low side of average. You're going to kill one Marine, which is, pretty good. Same thing with a Heretic. The melee version of that is only 2 attacks. Same with weapon skill, same with strength and AP and damage. You just got to keep in mind he's not there to be a damage dealer. he, sorry, he's not there to necessarily pump out the damage himself personally. It's his abilities is what brings him to the table. Is why he should be taking the Plasmancer. So he can lead immortals or warriors. I just say put him with 20 warriors, and make them march on an objective or drop them on an objective. I think warriors are great for holding an objective, especially if you throw Canoptic Reanimator on top of them. Keep in mind that the aura on the Reanimator changed to 3 inches since the Codex has come out, so keep that in mind. And once again, with an Awakened Dynasty, you put him with 20 warriors. Now all the 20 warriors have a +1 to hit. So I believe that brings them to Ballistic Skill 3, which is the good side of average, the better side of average. um, so once again, he can be the Cryptex had this ability. So if let's say you have a unit that a Lord is leading, or a Royal Warden is leading, or a named character who happens to be a noble, check your keywords. Keywords are important. But he can also be in the squad. So you could have a Lord with 20 warriors and a Plasmancer. And I believe you could have a Lord with 20 warriors, a Plasmancer, and 2 Crypto Thralls. I believe. We'll check that out when we do the Crypto Thrall video. But I think that's pretty hot. Keywords: infantry, character, cryptech, Plasmancer. Nothing crazy there. Cryptek is the special one. Special abilities. He's a leader, of course. Like I said, put him with your warriors. Reanimation protocols, no big surprise there. Everybody's got them. Harbinger of Destruction. While this model is leading a unit, each time a model in that unit makes range attacks, a successful unmodified hit roll of 5 scores a critical hit. Okay, so here's a big deal. Warriors, Immortals, all of their gauze weapons, all of the gauze weapons in the entire book has lethal hits. Lethal hits activates when you roll a 6. When you roll a 6 to hit. So devastating wounds is on a 6 to wound, and critical hits, lethal hits, is on a 6 to hit. This makes it so that you're doing your critical hits on a 5+. Okay, so do the math, Hammer. 20 warriors with Gauze Reapers. Sure, you're at range 12. 20 warriors with Gauze Reapers. They're going to be creating critical hits, which automatically wound. You don't have to roll to wound those on 5s and 6s. I think that's pretty good, because you're talking, well, 20 warriors with the Reapers is going to be 40 shots. 40 shots, all 5s and 6s, you don't have to roll the wound on. It's going to be good. So I just played a recent game, and this was Immortals, and it was only 5 Immortals. So 5 Immortals have 10 shots. I put probably 4 wounds on a Venom Crawler, and I needed 5s to wound him. And sure, his saves were bad, which is why he took the 5 wounds, and that was over a couple of turns. But the point is I had plenty of gauze shots in there that caused criticals on 6. And that made all the difference. I took a Venom Crawler halfway down with just gauze weapons because of gauze weapons. And that was 5 Immortals. 5 Immortals took a Venom Crawler halfway down. I think that's worth it. And I think that right there sells me on gauze weaponry. Living Lightning, this is really good. So, in your shooting phase, select one enemy unit within 18 inches of and visible to this model and roll 4d6. For each 4+, the enemy suffers 1 mortal wound. So I killed an Obliterator with this. And yeah, sure, I rolled like 3 5s and a 6 or something like that, and that's really good, right? And that's statistically on average. But the point is one Plasmancer really lit up a squad of Obliterators, and Obliterators have a high toughness because we're talking about throwing mortal wounds on it. So keep that in mind. I really like the Plasmancer. I think he's great, like I said, to throw in a squad of warriors, a big squad of warriors with a Canoptic Reanimator, that you're going to send them over to an objective just to stand there and hold that objective. Because I'm running a Awakened Dynasty, keep in mind that squad of warriors is going to get a +1 on all their hits. I don't put an enhancement on him, even though he could take it being a character. Keep in mind your Protocol of the Undying Legions, which is going to keep the warriors alive. I don't think that he's a good target for Protocol of the Eternal Revenant, which is the stratagem that brings back a character model. I just don't think that that's the time in the place for him. I think he's pretty cool. I think he has the potential to pump out a lot of damage between his ability where you roll for mortal wounds, and it's about the 40 shots, the 40 warrior shots that the gauze weaponry scored criticals. I am running my warriors with Reapers, but even if you're running with flares, I still think it's really good. I run the Reapers because they have a 1 AP. Sure, they only have a 12-inch range, but that's me. Yeah, I think they're really cool, and I have a build where I have 2 of them, 2 Plasmancers, 1 each in a squad of warriors, and I think that's pretty cool. What do you think about Plasmancers? What do you think about the Mancers? Go ahead and leave me comments down below, and I will call you out and talk to you about those. We here at the Dragon's Lair understand that you could spend your time anywhere on the internet, so we want to thank you for sharing in the things that we love and spending your time here with us at the Dragon's Lair.